Hey Sculptats, welcome back to Sculptura in Isolation. Today we're going to be taking from one of our Pilates classes and we're going to work on those legs. Don't worry, we do cardio as well and we're all about the squats and lunges, but that's not what we're doing today. So we're going to lie down on our side. You can stay up if that's more comfortable or come all the way down if you want to get cozy. Hips are stacked on top of each other. You can bend in the bottom knee if you need to or want to. It just helps you keep your core stabilized, so you can make it harder by keeping the bottom leg straight. We're going to start with small circles forward with the top leg. So first, when you start this is quite comfortable. Enjoy that part. Not going to last forever. So just tiny little circles forward. Abs are working to keep it stabilized. Again, you can help by bending that bottom knee in if you'd like. Make sure the hips are stacked on top of each other. We don't want to roll back or forward. Most people tend to roll back if they're not thinking about it. Stack vertically. Breathing nice and deep into the tummy, and small circles backward, just switching the direction of those circles. And just breathing all the way into the tummy. And we're going to start making those circles big and switch directions back to forward again. Big circles forward. I like to bring my breathing into this as well, so instead of breathing on my own, I'm breathing with the movement. I'm doing an inhale up and then exhale down. Or you can switch that if you're finding that the upward motion is a lot harder. It starts easy, but trust me, it gets worse. Then you can do an exhale up on the hard part and an inhale on the way down. Switch the direction of the circles, keep them big. Hopefully feeling this in the glutes a little bit when we're doing the backward circles. Nice deep breaths. Alright, from here we're going to go to straight up lifts. Knees are going to be pointed forward. We're going to lift that leg up and back down. Knee is always pointed forward for this one, so we're working more along the outer thigh. I'm feeling this yet. Alright, from here we're going to go into clamshell. You've got two options. You're going to bring both knees bent in. You're either just going to open and close from the hip, or you can lift and then open, close, lower. Up to you. Either way, you should be feeling this in the glutes. If you're not, make sure you're squeezing that bum. I don't know whether it is refreshing or just plain weird that nobody is talking to me right now and complaining how much it's hurting. I'm used to our classes being really interactive and talkative, and at this point at least, 3 Sculptats would be telling me that I'm the worst person in the world for making them do this. But hey, I'm doing it with you, so you really can't blame me. Just a few more. Two more. And we'll release. lift that leg. We'll bring the knee up in front. We're done with this leg for the moment, but we're going to straighten out that bottom leg and do some inner thigh work on the bottom leg. We're going to start with lifts. Straight up, straight down. All right, who's got a story to tell? No one? No one? This is the part where someone on the call thinks of the best thing that happened to them that day or that week and tells us a story to make the time go by faster. We're going to lift that leg as high as we can and then pulse it just slightly higher than as high as we can. Lift and lift and lift. If this is not hurting, lift that leg higher. Again, your starting point is as high as you can, and then you're lifting higher than that. Lift and lift and lift, and keep breathing deep. Keep engaging the tummy. Feel free to swear. If there are no children around, go for it. Nice deep breaths. Higher, 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 higher. And lifts up and down. One more thing to torture you with. This is just a holding here right now, lifting up and down, giving you a little bit of a break. For the next one, we're going to lift as high as we can and then come forward and back. So go ahead and do that now. Lift as high as you can. Forward and back. Forward and back. Feel the abs really come in again to make sure we're not moving those hips forward and back. Those stay still. Torso stay still. Breathe deep. Again, if this is not challenging, lift that leg higher. Think of there being a string coming down from the ceiling that's constantly lifting you just above the ankle, as high as you can. Keep breathing. Three, two, one, release. Good work. We're going to take the first leg we used, so the top leg, lie back, bring the knee in across to the opposite shoulder for a stretch. You feel that in the glutes. Release. Bring the second leg we used, so the one we used for the inner thigh, and bring it out to the same side first. Hopefully you can feel that stretching the inner thigh. And release. All right, let's go do the other side. So again, hips are stacked on top of each other. Make sure you're not rolling forward and especially not rolling back. You can bend in that bottom knee if you wish to help keep the abs supported in your task of not letting you move forward and back. Top leg, small circles forward. Breathing deep into the tummy. Let's try to touch those toes to the far wall there. So we're lengthening from the hip to the toes as well as doing our circles. Lengthening. Switch the direction of the circle, small circles back. Trying not to move forward and back, staying still with the torso. Change directions and make them big. Big circles forward. If you're finding that you're still moving forward and back too much, you can also throw your hands in front of you on the mat for even more support. Again, stretch along the leg. Make that leg as long as you can. I've made my leg so long that it's no longer in the screen. Oops. Switch directions. And leg lifts, knee stays pointed forward, we're lifting straight up and lowering. And reach that leg as long as you can. Breathing deep. My husband and I had a big outing today. We went to the grocery store and had pickup. It was our big getting to leave the house event. I hope everyone is staying safe. Let's bring it into clamshell. Knees are bent. Open and close. Open and close. Or lift. Open, close, lower. Lift, open, close, lower. Such gratitude for everyone of the essential workers right now. Everyone in that grocery store, and of course all our healthcare workers. They're doing amazing, amazing things. Feeling that burn in the outer thigh and the glutes. 2 more. Alright, get that leg out of the way in front, straighten the bottom leg lifts for the inner thigh. Straight up, straight down. Alright, and we're going to lift that up as high as we can, and then start pulsing even higher than as high as we can. Loving that burn. Keep breathing deep, keep stretching the leg as long as you can. Make sure the shoulders are not getting in on the action here. Shoulders are down away from the ears and relaxed. It's the inner thigh we're working. Alright, release down and up just for a little bit of a break, and then we'll go for lift, front and back in a moment. Alright, here we go. Lift, front and back, front, lift higher and back. Keep lifting, front and back. Keep breathing. So in class, this would be one little portion if I'm feeling mean, I might follow this up, or have this follow squats or lunges, or we would go on to a completely different body part. And of course, we would have done a nice warm up, and I'll do a very quick cool down if you hear on the video. Release, good work. Onto our back. We're going to bring that first leg, knee up into the opposite shoulder, because that's where we worked the outer thigh. Nice deep breaths. One more breath here, and I'm going to release that leg. Bring up the other leg and bring it out to the outside, since that's where we work the inner thigh. If you'd like to join us for classes, we have some cardio classes, some Pilates classes, and one class that's a mixture of Pilates and cardio. And we have way too much fun. So if you'd like to have some laughs while working out, we'd be happy to see you. And in the meantime, you can do this on your own as many times as you feel comfortable, and as many times as you feel comfortable the next day doing it again. Maybe skip a day and see how your legs feel. Thank you for joining me for this little leg workout. Do some more stretches on your own. What we did together was very, very minimal. I will record our whole cool down routine for you sometime, but for today you're on your own to do a few more stretches. Thank you again for joining me in isolation. I look forward to seeing you in class. Be well, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep moving.